My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to West of Loathing. Alright, we've done the Coleridge Mine. We don't know the code for it just yet. We don't really need to go back to Dynamite Dan's. We've already got our year's worth. Done both the Destroyed Campfire and the Clown Campsite. I think I would be able to now accomplish the Tannery, but it's quite far away. Let's return to the mission. Mine stuff is stenciled on the side of an abandoned crate, which is the worst grammar you've ever seen, and even in the time and place, notable for poor grammar. Get a can of oil and a can of kerosene. You pry the lid off and help yourself to the contents, which is now your stuff. It was down here, and we were going to fight something. Alright. Skull has a gold tooth. Skull's twitching in an unnerving fashion. I guess there's no way it could be twitching that wouldn't be unnerving. Right, these ones are going to be much simpler, especially because we can just... Boom. Easy. 15 and a gold tooth. Skull is sitting at a weird angle. I guess that's notable for some reason. Look under it. It was resting on top of a commemorative spoon. Unfortunately, I moved before I could see the rest of that. It goes in your offhand. It's +3 Moxie. That replaces the filthy cow. Hang on, let's check what that was. Filthy porcelain cow was extra spell damage. Oh, cool. So the spoon is actually giving us Moxie, which is handy, rather. The skull's whispering at you. That doesn't seem right. It sounds like gibberish, though really creepy gibberish. There's an empty alcove. There's a little serial number written below it. Oh, hey, this is where the skull you found goes. Yeah! Put it back. We get 10 XP. Oh, the skulls is cemented together for some reason. Pick it apart with a pickaxe. We get a creepy whispering stone. Alright, let's check out the whispering stone. It's only whispering, but it's eerily louder than most of the stones you encounter. Listen to it. Really whispering up a storm. It's in some weird dialect, I have to imagine, that is misspelled. You can barely understand. Wait, no, it's just a thick accent is all. Listen more closely. Alice cocks an eyebrow. Are you sure you want to listen to the thing? Yes. You listen to the stone. Over the course of a few minutes, it whispers resolve into comprehensible English. The stuff the stone is whispering turns out to be pretty boring. It's mostly just trivia about the geology of Tennessee. Meaningless to you unless you're planning on a spelunking trip soon. Oh well, at least you can understand the accent now. You got a perk. Appalachian Skull Whispering. Eerie. You whisper some words of appeasement to the bones and they settle down. This pile is strictly decorative. This way to the Paseo del Santo. Alright, I'll go back and kill these, because now that I've got a bunch more health, I should be able to pretty much dunk on them. One goes down. Second goes down. Okay. How much health have you got left? 22. Okay, so if I don't heal you, you do go down in the next round. So I'll heal you by 30, which does mean, yes, I am healing for more. So they deal 3 damage per round. And now they deal -7. -8. Beautiful. Alright. That's it. Battle over. Well done, me. Skull chips and a handful of loose teeth. Even 5 heads aren't better than this one. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go another level down. It's a plaque. Read it. Here lies St. Beefus. After he died, his body kept trying to rise to heaven, but he was so heavy he kind of just flopped around a bunch. Now to inter him in a big stone sarcophagus and put a stop to it. Gross! Jeez, they really knew how to build stone sarcophaguses back in the day. I might come back here with some extra muscle. This remains of a dark ritual. Looks like it was abandoned weeks ago. It's a plaque. Here lies Santa Cordata. She was drawn and quartered by the heretics, and then the quarter that her head was on was beheaded. The dismemberment was so effective that nobody was able to get a body to stay together even after she was just bones. Spooky. Looks like it's resting in pieces. Alright, so we need Mysticality for that one, so this one's going to need Moxie. Just some trash. Clove cheroot butts, stubs of black eyeliner pencil, that kind of thing. The necromancer's cultists are real litterbugs. It's strange, how did they even get here? We get a cryptic note about ley lines, which we will read. It's a weird diagram. You can't make heads nor tails of it. You stick it into your necromancer journal for now. Does it tell us anything? Leyline diagram. You need to find someone smart or someone who knows a lot about magic. Here lies Saint Pope. He was excommunicated for impersonating a pope, but there was some kind of bureaucratic issue, so they weren't able to unbeatify him. Unbeatify, sorry. I am a pope. Seriously. Saint Pope stands beatifically, I can't say that, behind the dais. It just keeps doing his pope gestures, ignoring you. How can someone look so smug without even having a face? The longer you watch him, the more he gets on your nerves. Insult him with moxie. You unleash a torrent of insults that would make a sailor blush and a sailor's mother ashamed of a sailor. Saint Pope's eyes narrow. Looks like you finally managed to make him mad enough to fight you. Fight him! Kill him in 2 shots. Get the Pope pelvis and a fake Pope hat. This might increase our moxie. It does 2 armor and 2 moxie. That's great. Alright, is there any fashion by which I can increase my stats? Okay, 3. I need 3 on each. Mysticality by 3, so I can get my Mysticality up to 10. That's good enough. But I also need my muscle up by 3 as well. Rough. Nothing here will do that for me, unfortunately. Do I have much muscle boosting equipment? We have 2 muscle on 1 piece of equipment. If we have 1 more muscle, we've got this. No, nothing here, unfortunately. Melee attack damage, but it's not muscle. Goblin trouser lowers my moxie. And I'm wearing those? Huh. Do I have anything that can increase my muscle by 1 in here? Speed by 3 reduces your muscle moxie and mysticality. No. Increase your mysticality by 3 and... nope. Yeah, I have currently no way of increasing my muscle because my stomach is full. That's really annoying. I can get my mysticality up with a potion, though, so let's do that first. That's the nerve pills. We take the nerve pills. We have a lot of nerve pills. We'll reassemble you. You're pretty sure you've got the bones assembled correctly. Fight them. Nope. At the very last minute, the bone fly apart again. Seems like all you've accomplished was making them angry. Got to jump them this time. Okay. Okay, no matter who I shoot, I'm going to hit the arm bone instead, apparently. I'll go for the skull first. I kind of want to do the AoE damage, but at the same rate, I think it's going to be a much better idea to saw through the particularly rough bits. Okay, then Mysticality does nothing to me. Sure, shoot the ribcage. You need to target the skeleton. Okay, so the pelvis does nothing. I can leave the pelvis. Okay. Although the pelvis would be blocking these shots. Should have done the AoE there. Would have saved me 1 attack action, which effectively doesn't really do anything, but whatever. Alright, Santa Cordata's skull and Santa Cordata's ring. Beautiful. We don't have a good ring right now. We have a nasty ring. 2 Mysticality, 2 Speed. This one gives me 1 muscle, 1 Mysticality, 1 Moxie. I just need 1 more thing that gives me muscle right now. I mean, I could just level up my muscle by 1. In fact, I almost certainly should just do that right now. Alright, fine. Level the muscle up by 1, and then I'll put on the hat, and then we'll go fight it. Just so I don't have to come back to this area. Speaking of, let's put on the Viking helmet, and now we have enough muscle to lift this. Open it up. You grunt and strain and force the heavy stone sarcophagus lid open. There's a skeleton inside. Holy crap, his bones are huge. Fortunately, he appears to be asleep. Wake him up. Let's fight him. Boom, boom, boom. Dead. Close one. St. Beefus's finger, St. Beefus's thigh. All right, what's the thigh's got to be a weapon, right? And it is. It does a lot of damage and gives you muscle. Fair enough. All right, let's change our equipment back to the best equipment that we can be holding. Yep, that is how that all is. Beautiful. Return this to those above. Is this still empty? Yeah. Worth making sure. And we've looted their relics and we're going to leave now. Right. You pop the pelvis back in the pelvis plinth. Sister Mary is pleased as punch. You return the weirdly huge finger bone to its reliquary. Sister Mary looks delighted. We've recovered all of the relics. Oh, praise be. Thank you. I'm glad to have helped, sister. I must reward you for your efforts, though. We don't have much, but these boots look like they might fit you. All right, let's check it. 3 Moxie as well as a maximum AP. That is good to me. All right. Thank you again. Don't mention it, sister. How about you all out here? Thanks so much for your help. Fair enough. Do I want to upgrade my foraging so that I can take what's out there? High quality goods from cacti? I definitely want to increase fan hammer. Shoots the target 4 times on the next. So I think I actually hold off and then get the final level of fan hammer. Because it is going to be my main offense, right? Just trying to take down a target instantly as soon as I combat them. The old millinery we've not walked into yet. The Danny's Tavern we can go back to later. Let's go to the millinery. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. All right. There's a crate in the road, which is not the crate's natural habitat. Poor lost crate. Maybe you can help it. We get a full canteen and a lasso. You walk into the millinery and find 5 bandits lounging on big piles of half-made hats. It's the law! Skedaddle! The bandits scatter like cockroaches, each shutting themselves behind a different door. Guess you'll have to wrangle them out individually. Pile of filthy hats. This patch of filthy floor wears a lot of hats. These crates are full to the top with brims. Okay. There was apparently a demo model from the Piano Player Showroom. It's only got 3 songs on it. They're all children's versions of traditional songs in the recently invented public domain. And they're all set up to play just the first few seconds of the loop. The people who worked here must have hated it. Yellow Rose, Old Public Domain Home, Public Domain Joe, and Don't Change That Dial. Okay. These hats look like they're more comfortable to sit on than to wear. Quite an accomplishment. So many brims, so little time. Oh, okay. Oh, right, they're the Black Hat Gang. Of course, this is where they're hiding. Got him. All right. Ooh, these are all Black Hats. This one's rustling, though. Jacques! Found you. Given the quality of one-liners around here, you don't need multiple. This is the only one without a dent on the inside. Found you. I was expecting one of them to be facing the wrong way. Some kind of weird hat you'd never wear, Squatchies. There we go. I could hear the snoring as I was moving, but I couldn't exactly figure out just where it was coming from. This one's a little more difficult. I'm trying not to talk too much just in case there's an audio cue. I don't know which of these it is. I think I'm going to check the office first. Locked. Straight up can't tell. My assumption is that if I move back and forth, one of them will reveal in some way to be slightly different than the rest. But they all look equally different from one another, which is to say they're all the same. Or rather, that can mean they're all the same. The equal difference being no difference. I'm just going to choose one. Found you! Alright, we found all 5 bandits. Deal with them. Turn them in. You march the Black Hat bandits in Dirtwater at the end of a rope. Lock them in the town jail. Where'd you find them? The old millinery? Yep. Of course. You know, bandits would be a lot hard to find if they didn't see picking such thematic hideouts for some reason. Anyway, here's your reward. All in a day's work. Alright, with 2 more. 2 more to get. The 5th wanted poster. The Gherkin brothers for kidnapping, bribing kidnapping victims, and attempted sale of human flesh for consumption. Last seen headed for the abandoned pickle factory. Can't let these dastardly criminals escape justice. It just wouldn't be kosher. Would you like to go and investigate? Yes? You mark the old pickle map on your... Pickle factory on your map, rather. Hopefully chasing these guys down won't get you into a real... You know. Pickle. Alright. Nothing doing here, unfortunately. I will buy a lock because I don't currently have one on me. Really wish I knew what I could sell, but I still have no clue. Already fixed you. We bought slop. We haven't given the kitchen guy the saltpeter. Got it right here. That's the stuff. Next thing I need is a pepper. They call it a murder pepper because it's really spicy. Because it literally has a knife and it kills people who ask dumb questions. They grew in an area outside town. You should be able to find one if you wander around for a while. There. Still nothing going on the stage. Let's wander about for a while then. There's a wander button down here. I wonder what that does. You catch a whiff of something that makes your eyes water. You trace it to your source. A vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that the fella in the jewel was looking for. Your finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you plug the pepper. You pluck, rather. You toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. Oh, I just wandered again, I guess. Hey, we found a Silversmiths House. Sure, let's go there. Silver bullet making apparatus. Help yourself. Make 3 bullets out of a silver cufflink or make needles. Make needles! And I'm just going to make a fuckload of needles. I can do damage to things. It's okay. Needles, though. Alright. Off the cactus. Door is locked. Going inside. A twin bed. Silversmith must have been a bachelor. Or a half-wit guy with a half-wit spouse. A spittoon. At least it looks like a spittoon. It's sitting next to the bed. It might actually be a bedpan. Investigate it. What? Really? I mean, if it is a spittoon, that's bad enough. But it might be a bedpan, and that's way worse. Investigate it. I feel like maybe you're not getting what I'm saying. We're talking about an object that someone probably uses when they wake up in the middle of the night and can't be bothered to walk to the outhouse. The best you can hope is that its only use is to spit nighttime tobacco juice into, in which case it's full of rancid, congealing tobacco spit. I'm investigating it. Are you even listening to me? Or are you just sort of skimming past the text? Bedpan! Look, I'm pretty sure there's treasure in there, and you aren't stopping me. Bedpan! Shut up! I'm investigating. Fine. Have it your way. Your own filthy, disgusting way. It turns out not to be a bedpan, by the way, but it's definitely a spittoon, and it's definitely filled with rotting brown spit. Fish around in it. What is wrong with you? Bite me. Good God. You plunge your hand into it up to the wrist. It makes a gloop sound and breaks the thin skin of congealing toxins that were previously keeping the dire smell in check. Now you're choking in a miasma of oily, bitter chore stink. You know that feeling when you get when you're about to puke? How you get that taste way in the back of your rear corners of your mouth, that metallic tang at the root of your tongue, like you're sucking on an old corroded penny? Just tell me what I found already. You found a filthy, slime-covered old brooch. Are you happy? Bet you're gonna put it on without even watching it first. Maybe I will. So there. Revolting brooch is just an upgrade on our current lapel. Severe upgrade, in fact. Shelf looks pretty picked over. You find a couple things still edible. The bookshelf contains 90 copies of Johnny Tremaine. There's something weird about it, though. It's too neatly organized. Maybe the guy was hiding something. Search for secrets. Tucked behind one of the books, you find a small envelope filled with receipts. And half of them are from a shop called the Silver Plater. He was crooked! The silversmith was selling cheap fakes! Oh, well, he's gone now, and so are most of his customers. No sense in stirring up trouble at this point. You write down the location of the shop. Might come in handy. I forgot this Stearn combination, this confounded thing. If you can open it, you're welcome to what's in it. It looks like a tricky one. We do not have enough safe cracking skill to crack that safe. What we need to do now is go back to all the fucking things that we couldn't lockpick before. You spot a beer barrel cactus. You're not sure why they call them that, because they're shaped like mugs, not barrels. We gather some beer, and you're pretty good at getting this stuff. We now have Green Thumb to get EXP every time we forage. Beautiful. Alright. We already took the people out of here, so that's enough. There was nothing in the Shaggy Dog Cave. Danny's Tannery, we can probably solve now. You found an old toolbox. Besides the miscellaneous scrap and junk that naturally accumulates in toolboxes, you found a handful of nails and a pair of sizable, sharp, serious-looking scissors. Okay, I have a hammer, so that's probably going to be useful. Okay, so apparently the leather shears are particularly good for cutting cowhide. I don't have problems fighting the cows. I have problems fighting the people afterwards. I think I can do it, though. Alright. I'm going to pump up the combat speed for this one. Yep. Like, I can kill the Ungolin in single shot. Come on. Pretty much, I mean. Okay, guess what? The clown's down on you after the other one's dead. This one's only got 72 now. Good. I can actually straight up kill it. Dead. And they do nowhere near as much damage as they previously did. Alright, one down. Heal you back up. Easy. Slow the combat speed back down just a little bit. Okay, what a mess that fight that was, and what a mess the floor is afterwards. At least you're now free to poke around the scenery. You take that nasty clown's knife, and oh look, they also had a key. This body must have been here since the cow came home. There isn't much left of him. We get the Tannery Street Rage key as well. Saint Rage, rather. You poke around in the tattered shreds of his clothes and find an old key. Okay, we can build a crate with hammer and nails. And we open it up for a hammer of nails and ranch dressing. Sure. So we got the nails back. So maybe we can just infinitely use those same nails. We constantly manage to pick up nails after we do things. Oh boy, oh geez, this is not a good situation to be in. You quickly hide behind some old tan hides, huh? Is that what they're calling him? Ah, is that why they called them? They're called that, rather. There are 3 clowns out here, each armed with a nasty-looking knife. Nasty-looking knife! Ryan, words! Damn it, please! One of them is licking his knife, and the sound makes you think he is literally sharpening the blade on his tongue. They are facing down 2 of the stretched cowhides, a monstrous thing that looks like an entire cow skeleton draped in flayed cow skin. Listen in. I bet you think you're real clever. Breaking through to the human plane. You didn't think we'd follow you? Moo. Did you think you'd find a weapon to use against us, or are you just trying to escape? Moo. What? You take that back. Stop listening. None of them seem to have noticed you. It looks like you could sneak back through the door if you're really careful. No. When they see you, the clowns and cows stop hissing and mooing and posturing at each other. Hey, who the hell are you? Candygram? Moo. Uh-oh. Now's our chance. Get him! Oh, damn! It's killed instantly. Thankfully, I get to have 2 stacks of anger. I definitely can't fight that, is what I've learned. Shame. Snake Pit Mine had nothing for me, right? We'll still walk past it. See a floating cow skull in the distance. Bye-bye, cow skull. We'll get an infernal soul fragment, which I think I can then destroy, right? Yep. Let's also... How far are we from Fanhammer? Not too far. I think there was something locked in here that I couldn't pick up at the time. Nope, not at all. I have made a mistake. The Daveyard needs a sphere, which we don't have. Buttonwillow's store has nothing. Fort Cowardice does have something locked that I couldn't open. Okay. You turn the corner and you come face to face with 3 bandits pulling a large barrel marked TNT down the trail. The 4 of you stare at each other for a moment, unsure of how to deal with this potentially violent happenstance. We'll trick them out of some gear. Whew. Good thing I caught up to you guys. The sheriff's looking for 3 fellas dressed like bandits pushing a barrel. If he sees you like that, the plan's bust. Hell in tarnation, what should we do? Well, I reckon he's looking for 3 fellas dressed like bandits, right? Now 2 fellas dressed like bandits and 1 fella in his underwear. That's good thinking. Thanks, partner. They draw lots and the loser hands you his gear. We get a black hat and black denim pants. I'm gonna need those pants. They're definitely better than mine, right? Goblin trousers, 3 armor, but they're losing me 2 moxie right now. The goblin trousers, they're not particularly great. Alright. There was something to lockpick just over here, right? No, it was a safe that needed to be cracked. This one needed to be lockpicked. Military-grade whiskey and some smelling salts. Fair done. This is the last time I have to go through all of these kinds of things. The Stearns Ranch. Sure, let's go there. No, nowhere nearby. Thank you. Needles freaking galore. The safe is scorched, but contents are still safe. Build a crate out of hammer and boards. Ah, okay, I've seen those around the place, actually. Depressed Rancher Candy. Okay, we didn't get the nails back, unfortunately. Sarsaparilla. Weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. Fair enough. It's great. Open it up. We got 3 locks in Depressed Rancher Candy. Between the smoke and the noise, you're guessing that the contents of the outhouse are more dangerous than the average outhouse contents. Open the door. We got him. By the soft light of fading embers, you see a glint of light from below. You hold your nose with one hand and you fish out your prize with the other, a toilet pistol. Toilet pistol is pretty comprehensively toileted up. Does low damage, but it applies 5 poison to an enemy. Okay, I'm going to wear that for 1 second, because if I triple shoot someone, does it triple poison them? Because if so, it actually does a lot of damage over time. Clara smoking, we get a smoking chrysanthemum. Goes on your lapel and gives you +2 spell damage. Not my thing. Looks like Jethro's bones were dug up by some varmint or another. We get a charred locket. You should call it a locket on account of how pretty lucky it was to escape that fire. We examine it and pick the needle lock. We get a picture of Mary Stearns. A faded daguerreotype of a little girl. The name is Mary, written on the back. It's a photograph of a serious-looking girl. On the back is written Mary Stearns. Thanksgiving, 1894. Sad. As you approach the grave marker, the hair on your back of your neck starts to whisper in your ear. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give what to you? The air grows colder. The picture of me. I can see it. You have it. You shouldn't look at it. Nobody should look at it. I'm guessing you Sleepy Berry. Why wouldn't you want anyone to look at it? The whispering gets quieter. Anger seeps in around the edge of the voice. Because they'll know. Give it to me. No, what? What happened? What I did? Give me the picture. Give it to me now. I'm gonna keep the picture. Okay, it's not gonna show me if it inflicts that, unfortunately. Poor girl. Hope she finds some space. You tear up her picture and scatter it on the winds. Gwendolyn Stearns, Mary Stearns, and Jethro Stearns. A lockbox. True to its name, it is locked. We get a stock certificate. This is a certificate entitling the bearer to 13 shares of Connor & Sons Dynamo Manufacturing Company, a company based in Chicago. Some beans in the pot. We get blackened beans. You notice the books on the shelf are burned, but you notice something strange about the back of the shelf. Your deft fingers find a hidden catch, and the back panel slides away to reveal a secret compartment. Mary Stearns' diary. The first page in the little girl's handwriting says, "This is the diary of Mary Stearns." The AI in dairy are crossed out and IA written above them. The diary starts out with typical kid stuff. You flip ahead until you notice the writing starting getting shakier. Found a dolly under cactus out back, and she told me her name was Grace. Mama and Papa don't believe that she talks. They say I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are gonna get us, and Papa says, well, we'll be okay, rather, because we weren't never a cow ranch. Grace says she's wrong, but Papa won't believe me. Grace says she can keep the cows away, but I have to play tea parties with her. I don't like this kind of tea party, but Grace says it's important to keep the cows away. Mama was sad when they couldn't find Effie. Papa says she's gone so long, they should put a cross up, and Mama won't let him because she thinks she'll come back. Sorry, the way that it's written makes it difficult to read. Papa says she's only 11, how far could she have gone? And Mama started crying again. Don't want to play tea party no more, but Grace says I have to. Papa was out 2 days looking for Joey, but of course he didn't find him. Mama cries so much. I tried to tell him him and Effie are helping keep the cows away, but she don't understand. I told Grace I'm not playing tea party again but she says I gotta, and if I don't, the cows will come eat all 3 of us. She said either I get Mama or Papa to play, or I gotta play by myself. That's the last entry. The toy box has a single object, a creepy, burnt porcelain doll. It's the work of a moment to fix the doll's voice box. We'll pull the string. Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name? I'm Name. Hi, Name. You're nice. Want to play with me? Yeah, let's play. Hooray! Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it? Surely. Hooray! The game is almost over. Mary did such a good job. The doll's eyes roll backward.
Go downstairs and get my cup. Do you know the magic word to let the mean cow let you into the secret room?
No, what is it?
The magic word is peanut butter.
The dog goes silent. Peanut butter. You shudder as you realize that talking dolls haven't even been invented yet. Peanut butter. Atop this sinister-looking altar sits a goblet filled with what appears to be blood. The fuck am I doing here? Take or destroy. Chill runs down your spine as you touch the goblet. It is a goblet of blood from a cursed altar in a spooky secret base room. It's probably safe and fine and good. I feel like I just screwed up the quest line. Yeah, I probably screwed up the quest line there. I imagine I could have solved it somehow if I'd done it differently. I'm gonna talk to it. My tea, we can finish our party now. Sure, why not? You carefully pour the blood from the goblet into Grace's mouth. Ah. She leaps out of the toy box, laughing maniacally, and climbs out the ranch's house-ruined chimney. She runs towards you. Turns towards you, rather. See you soon. She leaps off the ground and scampers to the northwest. That's probably fine. Yeah, seems it. Let's go back down to this compass we got ages ago. I want to know about this compass. Come on, where is it? Curly's compass. It's pointing north-northwest. Okay, let's actually follow the compass for a while. So north-northwest is like here. It's like pretty north-northwest. Howdy there, I'm Wandering Sally. Hi, Sally. I'm Name. What's your line? Trading. I wander all around these lands, just says on the label. I'll buy in here and sell a little there and make my way. Care to see my wares? Sure thing. Needles? Thank you. My current boots, I think, suck, right? No, I just upgraded mine, of course. So these aren't even that good. Lucky Marigold goes on your lapel, +1 muscle, moxie, and mysticality. I have +2 to each of those at the moment. Can kill a lot of goblins at once, but it takes a while. A fungicide bomb. Increases your item drop bonus for the rest of the day. Nah. We're not going to be going for any of those. Thanks, though. Oh. What? We're getting near Fort All Dead. I heard there's a serious necromantic activity there. We should take a look. It sounds pretty sinister. Well, pretty much just what it sounds like. It's an old army fort where all the soldiers died, except rumor is they're all still around there. Did they name it Fort All Dead before they died? No, it was originally named Fort All Just Fine. Sorry. Am I forgetting about anything? Tells you for the rescue mission up north. Of course, thanks for the reminder. Alright, let's actually check the compass before we leave. Northwest-ish. Kind of close to this. Alright. The sound of gunfire draws your attention cautiously where you find a goblin shooting a large pistol at some boulders. The sound of gunfire and pinging ricochets fill the area. The goblin doesn't hear you approach. We talk to it. You are to excusing me? Oh, yes, hello. What, hello? The rocks. Why to shooting them? For practices. The cracks in rocks for shooting for a crack shot. Aye, to seeing. Will hornswoggle them. You do look very good at shooting. Can you to hitting that small crack on the rock over there? A far one, a difficult shooting, I will trying. As the goblin concentrates on making this shot, you rifle through his gear and pilfer his lunch. Alright, let's check it. Northwestish again. Cool. Which is probably out here, I feel. Well, if it is out in that direction, I'm gonna have to get to it sometime in the future, because this episode is goddamn done. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been West of Loathing. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.